One of the things that you're going to always hear as a data analyst, especially when you've started your career in data analytics, is that you've got to be a good storyteller. Now, what that really means is that you need to be able to tell have a good narrative about your story, about the data that you're presenting. Now, there are three things that you should think about when you are telling a story. The first one is know your audience. Okay, who are you presenting to? That allows you to then tailor the messaging and the level of complexity that you want to explain about your finding. The second thing is structure your story. Okay, with all good storytelling, especially data storytelling, like all stories, you will have a structure. Okay, so think about your structure when you're telling your story about your analysis or your finding. So think about how you want to start off, how you're setting the scene, what it is that you're going to talk about in the middle, and then finally what is the conclusion. Always try and come to a conclusion so people know what you are trying to tell them. And then finally, good stories have good visualizations, whether they're pictures, whether they're graphs or charts. So make sure you pick your visualizations very carefully. Now, you don't have to have a visual for everything. So be selective in when you want to visualize data and when you don't need to visualize data, where you can just talk about it or just have a number that explains everything. So as a data analyst, as I said, you will be asked to be good at data storytelling. So the three things that I would ask you to think about is, when you are telling a story about your findings, who's your audience, what's the story you want to tell them, so what's the story arc, and then finally, what kind of visuals are you going to use to represent your story.